Hello, everyone. You are warmly welcome to 90 Days Excel Skills Mastery Challenge. Today is day 48, and today we are looking at common VLOOKUP errors and how we can handle these errors. So, in the day 47, we introduced ourselves to the VLOOKUP function, and we saw how we can use it to retrieve records from a master data set. So in using it, we sometimes get some error messages, and don't worry, this video is going to help you understand these error messages and how you can correct them if it's so occurred in your VLOOKUP function. So let's look at these errors shortly and then go to practicals to see how we can create it. So there are big three errors that always happened, and this is how it happens. So we have what we call the hash NA, which is non-available or applicable. This error can happen most often in your VLOOKUP, and when it happens, it is not a mistake. So let me tell you the meaning of it. So this means that Excel looks through the entire columns that we demonstrated in the first day and will not find any match for the ID that you are using. So if it doesn't find a match of the ID in it, then it can be polite to return to you that non-available, so that you will know that the ID that you are looking for is not found in the master data that you have. So that is all. It's not available. It can also trigger if the data type mismatch. So whenever you have a mismatch of the numbers or the IDs, then it can tell you not available. But the biggest way that, or the most frequent way that it do happen, is when it finds no match for the key ID that you are going to look for, and it tells you none available, not available, and that is one error that we deal with it. We will look at how we can handle it. Now, the second error is the reference error, which we call the value REF, the reference error. It also happens a lot in it. So this also happens when the column index number is greater than the number of the columns you have actually selected in the database. So if maybe the columns within your database is 4, but the column index you have entered into the VLOOKUP function is maybe 5 or 6, then it tells you non-reference. So anytime you see that non-reference, you go straight to the column index number and check if you have entered the correct one. Correct it and you get the correct answer. So the last one is the hash value. And this also triggers if your column index is less than 1 or equal to 0. So if it is 0 or less than 1, maybe you have to type a number and you have gone to type something less than 1, because the VLOOKUP key actually starts from 1 and it doesn't look up to the negative side. So when you mistakenly enter 0, which is obviously less than 1, then VLOOKUP would show you this hashtag value error, so that you know that it's error. So there is always, the first way to handle it is to check to understand the error message, and then you follow suit to check how to do it. And then the second way to solve it is sometimes we can use the if error functions to correct it. Normally, they advise us that if you are going to use the if error to correct it, it means that when it even turns error, you may not see it as the real error. So you must be very sure that you have captured the correct function or a formula before you can use the if error to correct it. Especially with the non-available error, you can use the if error to show another function or another statement that it can also display for us. So quickly, we already know the syntaxes for the VLOOKUP. So let's go inside and see how we can demonstrate these errors to you. All right, so we have come to our master data, and then we are going to as well go into the function and retrieve that of the student name, academic program, and then the fees. Now let's look at it. So the first error is we do the VLOOKUP. We know our lookup value is the number, the key that we're going to look for, comma, and then our table array is the entire table selected from the ID column, and then comma, and then the column index is the number of the answer we want to retrieve, or what we are looking for, which is the student name here, will be 1 and 2. So the column index is 2. And then we are doing exact match because we are working with a unique key. We are not dealing with ranges. We are working with unique key. So it is false. We select it and then we hit enter. Boom. We have none available, not available. Not available simply means that the ID cannot be found in the record. So when you check the ID, we obviously see that this ID is not in the records that we have here. The last number is 1011 and we have 9999 here. That is why it's not available. So in such situation, we can be able to use the if error. So the syntax is that just go to where you key the formula. You can double click it and do it all, but it's better to edit this function or the formula in the formula bar. So once you select the formula, go straight to the formula bar and then go hit the first, put the cursor between the V and then the equal to, and type if error. As you are typing, the if error function will come. Tap your key to select it, and then this whole becomes the function. So we put a comma at the end here, at the end of the VLOOKUP function, and then we type whatever we want to see. If error, what do we want to see? This particular error, I can type if error, we can type no records found. And then remember, we are typing a text within a function, so we always have to wrap it with a double quotation. So that's how I put it in a double quotation. So once VLOOKUP do not find any match for the ID we are looking for, now the if error, instead of returning the non-available, the if error says that if it's going to be non-available, then return no records found. So once you hit enter, you see that it's no records found. What you type here is what exactly it shows. So you can change the no records found to any language that you do understand, and VLOOKUP with if error would politely handle it for you. So that's how we treat the first error. We treat the first error. Remember, the VLOOKUP's syntax and the function will return the error message, and then we are using the if error to show if the VLOOKUP returns error, then give us no record found, so that we have treated it well. Now let's go to the academic program, the same VLOOKUP function, and then we take the ID and then we go into the table, select the table and then comma, and we select the column for academic program. Then we mistakenly type 6, and then we moved on and type our 0, and then we hit enter, and then we have non-available. So we have typed 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have typed more than the number that we have. We can type 8, and then we are still not getting the correct answer. So this one will also throw an error for us. Then the last one, we can also do the same VLOOKUP, and then we take our value, which is the ID, comma, and then we go straight to the point and select the entire range, and then we hit to 0, column index 0, and then we type our 0, and then we hit enter, and then it turns non-available for us. So that's technically not showing because we have entered a wrong numbers. Okay, we have entered the wrong numbers. What if the ID that we have here are correct? The ID is correct. So if we go to have an ID that is correct, for instance, let's say I have an ID here that is correct. So if I do the VLOOKUP and then the ID is correct, so we select the ID and then comma and select the entire data, comma, and instead of this, I type maybe 8,0 and then hit enter. Then it gives me reference. So it means that I have typed more, typed more, let's say, higher columns number than what we have within the data set. That's why it's tending to be reference number. So this one, you go into it and said, oh, okay, so instead of typing academic program, which is the third column, I made a mistake and type 8. So I can just type 3, correct it, and then the academic program will come. This same one will also display the same thing. So no value. The ID is correct, but I have typed a number that is less than 1 at the number column index number. So it returns 0. And I type 0, so it returns no value. So quickly, once you see this one, then you go into the column index side and say, oh, okay, instead of typing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the fee payment option, I have gone to type 0. So I'll correct it, type 5, hit enter, and then you get it. So that is the typical errors that we have in our VLOOKUP. The first one is the non-available error, and then I said that one means that the ID you are looking for is not in the database. And then the second one is a reference error, which also means that you have typed more column numbers than what we have in the database. And then the hash value is also triggers when we have typed a number less than 1 or 0 in the column index section within the formula for the VLOOKUP. So that's technically how we also identify the errors associated with VLOOKUP. Please go through, and then anytime you get these errors, you can be able to address them. Don't forget, this is a 90 days Excel skills challenge, and today is a day 48. And in 48, we are looking at the common errors we have in the Excel data VLOOKUP. So this brings us to the end of the day 48. Please share this link with other friends that you want them to learn. And if you have not subscribed to the channel before, please do subscribe. Let's all learn together and grow together. Our social media platforms, our WhatsApp groups are also open. Please keep your comment coming. Anything that you don't understand, let's hear from you and see how best we can be able to improve our own selves and perform better in our respective offices. You can hit the bell so that whenever we upload a message or a video, you'll be the first person to get it. Please, let's meet in the next day as we keep exploring other functions of the lookup functions in Microsoft Excel. Day 49 is going to look at the almighty functions that we call the XLOOKUP. So don't miss it. Let's meet and let's address this. Thank you very much for joining. And my name is Samuel Krow Anim. Enjoy your day and stay tuned.